Now, we're all watching this stuff unfolding right now and continuing to unfold and continuing to unfold. And people, 450,000 people homeless. FEMA is on standby. The National Guard are on the ground. And you see things like this right here. NASA sees the depression rebirth. Harvey's rebirth. Now look at the area where this entire storm is. Okay? Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, right there. See this? See all the different colors? See all this crap? There's a reason I'm showing you. Now pay attention. You'll see what I'm saying. See the map? See the hardest hit areas? See where the storm's the worst? Notice this one little area right here, and I'm going to tell you why. Keep an eye on the map. Watch this. Let's do a search. Notice the Gulf of Mexico. Notice Texas. You see right here? Right here, the John C. Stennis Space Center. Well, let's take a look at what they were doing just today. You remember those big machines we told you about? The factories that are all daisy-chained together all across the country? Well, today, of all days, NASA decided to do this for 500 seconds. 500 seconds. Now, NASA knows, and everybody knows, that doing this affects the weather greatly. I've shown you this in past videos where there was actually BBC reporters there showing that this was occurring, and then right afterwards it caused rainfall in the local areas. Well, imagine if you're having a hurricane event that won't stop dumping water, killing people, driving people out of their homes, destroying the property, causing FEMA to have to come in, causing the National Guard to have to come in, and causing absolute destruction and devastation in one particular region that we all saw a couple of years ago right here. Remember that? Well, what's this entire area going through right now? Do you know what I mean? Look familiar? Absolutely. Notice the large circle. Notice the large circle. And look at what they decided to do of all days today. They decided to blast this for the longest that it's been run. And the story is exactly what NASA is claiming, is this is in preparation to bring men to Mars. Now, if you're listening to my channel right now, or you've listened for a long time, or you've just started listening today, and if you believe any of the bullshit that these people are spewing out of their mouths about taking men in a rocket through outer space to land on a planet and colonize Mars, you are an idiot, and you are part of the problem. You are part of the reason the country is falling apart, because there is no such thing as flying to outer space. NASA cannot even get to the moon. And who said that? NASA said that. 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗀's come out numerous times and said the same thing. People don't seem to care. We can't get to the moon, but we're going to go to Mars. We have a hurricane that's literally destroying an entire region of the United States, and they decide today that for 500 seconds they should put all of this in the atmosphere. Literally a stone's throw away and in the entire mass of the hurricane. What you're seeing right here, what you're watching them do right here, is right there. And all of it is moving right towards Texas. And they already know that it will cause weather. The exact NASA facility just recently had a news story done by the BBC. Let's listen, where they literally call NASA playing God.
Lands of Mississippi. This gave them an imaginary boundary line, and anyone living on the inside of it was offered a simple choice. Stay, and you'll never hear another television program as long as you live. Or take the NASA shilling and get out. Stay, and you'll never hear another television program as long as you live. Or take the NASA shilling and get out. No one stayed. And NASA ended up with exactly what it wanted. 125,000 acres of nothing. They even had to move 5 cemeteries, because the noise they were planning on making would wake the dead. Don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And, as it turns out, the cleanest. Now, the most amazing thing is that that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapor. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet washing. It will actually rain. I told you, it's raining. That's unbelievable. Oh. NASA's playing God. That's unbelievable. Oh. NASA's playing God.
Now, you just heard the reporter say that the byproduct of whatever it is they're doing, they're not testing to go to the moon. They're not testing to go to Mars. That's all bullshit. What they're doing is controlling the weather and using it as a weapon. So they are very, very well aware that this causes rainfall, because that's what the entire story was about, the massive rainfall. So when you have a machine like this in this proximity to an absolute cataclysmic hurricane event that's been going on for days, do you really think that it's reasonable, responsible to kick this out for the longest it's ever been run at one time, while the hurricane is still affecting and killing people in the United States? Because that's exactly what they're doing. This test happened today on the 30th of August. This is weather warfare of the worst kind. That's exactly what they're doing. Texas is a threat. Texas has its own economy. Texas has its own resources. And Texas has people that will stand up and have threatened in the past to secede, which is exactly why the exact affected area is on the 𝗔𝘂𝗴𝘂𝘀𝘁 map. These people play the long game. All of these people are on the ground right now. And meanwhile, to make sure that the maximum amount of damage, the maximum amount of homeless, and the maximum amount of people killed, this is what they decided to do today. And they damn well know it affects the weather. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is a conspiracy. People need to wake up. This stuff really bothers me, because around this time last year, this is what I was doing. YouTube, it's Richie from Boston. Today is Thursday. I am still driving home from West Virginia. 1,705 miles so far. I'm now in Massachusetts. But that's not what this video is about. This is a message to Black Lives Matter. This was me on the way home last July, when I jumped in my truck along with a few other YouTube channels, and we drove all the way to West Virginia to help the victims of another act of weather warfare when West Virginia got smashed by rain bombs, where 13 people at least were killed and thousands more were homeless. This isn't the first time that I've done this. This stuff really, really matters. This is what my YouTube channel has allowed me to do. We need to do something here, people, because this is not going away. This just keeps going. They just keep finding new and exciting ways to kill, demoralize, and destroy the United States. And that's exactly what they're doing. Nothing more, nothing less. When this reporter says that NASA's playing God, he's not kidding. Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.